Hey, I'm Joel Villafana, and this is Cup of Joe. I'm from Sweet Tea and Tea. The Caribbean is my home. Big, bold flavors are always popping in my kitchen. I'm not a chef, but I've read hundreds of cookbooks and concocted my own recipes with a Caribbean twist. It's real fun, fantastic food, lots of friends, and big, bold flavors. This is Cup of Joe. Come share a cup with me. Welcome to it, guys. This is Cup of Joe. I'm Joel Villafana. Thanks so much for sharing a cup with us. And yes, the celebration of our melting pot, our diverse cuisine continues, and we're also celebrating musicians and their music. Today, I am so happy to have, I've been a big fan of hers, and she is here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome none other than the piano girl herself, Johanna Chakari. The piano girl, Johanna Chakri, is in the building, a piano in the studio this morning, celebrating musicians and their music here for the entire summer. Guys, I'm rolling out recipes. I'm celebrating our melting pot as well. And I'm starting in Asian mode. Yeah, I've been kind of doing Asian fusion. And I'm starting there, and then we're moving into a little Mediterranean, celebrating Arabic, Mediterranean, Syrian cuisine, flavors kind of thing. Let's get rolling. Let's roll out recipes. Come on, follow me. Our melting pot is brought to you courtesy Lee Kum Kee. All right, let's get started, guys. I'm rolling out recipe number 1. And once again, thanking the folks at Lee Kum Kee for making it possible. I've had so much fun using the range of sauces this summer on the show. And I kind of left one of my favorite sauces for last. I love a teriyaki sauce. I have tried making teriyaki sauces from scratch sometimes. But when you have Lee Kum Kee teriyaki sauce, you don't need to try to do that. It's the perfect sauce in a bottle. And you can get wonderful teriyaki flavor. And I'm gonna do a real nice, simple, baked teriyaki drumsticks for my opening course today. Rolling out a recipe. Remember, all the recipes, guys, you can get on CupofJoeCaribbean.com. Let's get started. So, as you saw, season my drumsticks, basic salt, pepper, and some good Trini green seasonings. You could add any other, you could probably rub down with some garlic, but I'm telling you why. You don't even need to do that because I have some big, bold flavors coming with my teriyaki sauce. So the first thing I want to do is get some aromatics. So I have some ginger. Ginger is kind of so important in once you're doing Asian cuisine. If you can add ginger, add the ginger, right? So, and even for me, as you know, I don't like to chop up garlic. So I was really so happy to be introduced to Lee Kum Kee's minced garlic with good Asian flavor. So I want about a nice heaping tablespoon of this guy. Just like that. This literally takes no more than just about a minute. Going straight in, good old teriyaki sauce from Lee Kum Kee. So guess what? I'm using this entire bottle. To that, I have some oyster sauce that I'll probably add about a tablespoon of oyster sauce. Fold in all that goodness. There is no maths in this whatsoever, no science. Lee Kum Kee sauces, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of garlic. You have a perfect glaze that will go over these chicken legs. I want to take the heat off, just allow it to cool just for a bit. Once the sauce is cooled, you get a nice brush and kind of just brush all the lovely sauce from Lee Kum Kee, teriyaki goodness, and kind of just brush over the meat. To just kind of, use a brush and glaze some lovely pieces of meat. So flipping, important. Brush 2 sides of the meat. Ideally, guys, you can kind of allow this just to marinate in the sauce for a little while, probably about a half hour to an hour if you have that type of time. Overnight might be best. I just want to slide this in a greased dish. Might be a little messy, but don't worry. Get everything in there and bake in the oven initially for 20 minutes. After you bake for 20 minutes, take it out of the oven, reapply, give it a brush again, and then back in the oven for another 20 minutes, and it will be perfect. Loveliness, 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 loveliness. So let's see if I can plate this up nicely. Pile the legs. So guys, the finishing touches on this is some sesame seeds that I kind of just toasted in this frying pan. And it's just lovely with Asian cuisine. So I kind of just want to sprinkle some sesame seeds all over there. Just for a little more sesame flavor. I really just want a little sprinkle of good likamki sesame oil. And my final touch is some chives. And I'm ready now to bring my very, very special guest. You heard her at the top. Her fingers are just pure magic in movement. The piano girl herself is here, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Johanna. Johanna.
I'm so happy you called me over because I was sitting offset, just getting hungry.
Are you getting hungry?
Is it time to eat?
It is time to eat. Have a seat. Have a seat. We have legs today. Teriyaki glazed, baked. So simple. Johanna, please.
So I'm going for this one on the end here.
Nice.
That's really good.
It's really good.
That is. Are you gonna have?
I have a leg with you. I'll have a leg with you. And you know what, Johanna, to be very honest, cheers.
Cheers.
There was literally just about 4 or 5 ingredients here that pulled together. Take some notes, get the recipe on cupofjoecaribbean.com. Johanna, the piano girl, is in the house. We're coming back, rolling out another recipe and having some fun with the piano girl. Oh, it's good. Rolling out recipe number 2, guys. Thanking the folks at Ocean Delight for making this one possible. We are using some Mahi Mahi. And I'm doing, as I said, a kind of Mediterranean type of dish. I just had the Mahi Mahi searing with some lovely spices. I did salt, pepper, some chili powder, some cayenne pepper, and I also did some smoked paprika. So nice strong spices that seared 4 to 5 minutes on either side, and I'm gonna just allow this to rest. And while that is resting, one person that will not rest today is Johanna Chuckery, because she's coming to help me make the sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. In front of the pot, my dear. So tell me, let's be honest with Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and the entire world that's watching. Do you cook?
I'm going to cook today. Does today count?
Today. Are you a virgin in the kitchen? No, you've been in the kitchen. You know where the stove is.
I know where the stove is.
You know where the stove is.
I know that this is a pot, pan,
this is
oven.
This is the oven.
Yeah.
That's.
Not too sure.
Does you do no comment? We're gonna get Johanna making my Mediterranean sauce. It's a lemon creamy sauce that we're gonna kind of add some Mediterranean flavors.
Sounds
to.
amazing.
Very simple.
Everything here looks
and the fish will be served with it, right?
Okay.
Let's start. So I am going to be handing you ingredients.
Okay.
And you're going to be handling the pot. So I'm going to add some onions straight to the pot.
Am I supposed to be stirring?
And you stir.
Okay.
And you stir. So the onions will kind of get all that lovely flavor from the Mahi Mahi that was searing there. So I have this fancy piece of equipment that I just want to add some crushed garlic.
So how do I know like how hot it's supposed to be?
As soon as your fish comes off of it, you want a hot pan to kind of just bring everything together, all the vegetables together. So I'm adding some nice butter there now. Just allow that butter to melt. So what I want to do now is use some chicken stock.
Okay.
Any type of stock, vegetarian stock, and kind of deglaze the pan a little. So I'm adding all that lovely stock in there. And I want it to come to a boil, a bubble. Johanna, that nice little bubble you're seeing there, I'm ready to add some heavy cream, or cooking cream. And I'm adding that in there. So it's a lemon cream sauce, Johanna.
Lemon cream sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm using
Oh, hence the lemon.
some fancy
Oh,
lemon,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
You
I
can't
thought it
use
was
the rough
already
lemon.
in there.
No,
Okay.
yeah, so you can't use the rough lemons.
Okay.
But Marla likes fancy things, and I don't know where she gets these fancy lemons from.
It's a very good looking lemon.
Yeah, so you just kind of do a nice little, and this adds so much flavor. But you want to be careful. You don't want to get down to the rind. So
Is this
really,
what we call zest? Is this like lemon zest? You know?
That's
Like,
right.
okay,
You
see,
go
I
to the
don't-
head of the class, John. The head of the class. Mixing.
Okay.
Keep mixing. Keep mixing. I don't do anything without good Trini green seasoning.
Okay.
In different parts of the Caribbean, it's called so many different things. I just learned in St. Lucia, it's called Mom's seasoning.
Okay.
So it's like mommy makes the seasoning in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
It's called Mom's seasoning. And now for the Mediterranean kick.
Okay.
Now for the Mediterranean kick. Do you like olives?
I do. I like olives a
Thank
lot.
God, I do. I love olives. So I just really just have some olives that I just want to shake in there.
I can
Keep
help
stirring,
you
Johanna.
scrape that out. Okay.
Oh my goodness,
left
let's
it
not
here.
leave anything back. Right. It's very good.
Alright.
And keep stirring. So this here, Johanna, it's something called a little slurry. So it's cornstarch, equal parts cornstarch and water. All it does, it helps thicken that sauce very quickly.
Nice.
Very, very simple. Cornstarch, water, and I want to throw that in there. And now you need to keep stirring. Stir. It's going to get thick very quickly.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it getting
Yeah,
thicker.
it's getting thick very quickly. Just to the end, I'm going to add a little shadow benny. It's getting thick
Oh
and nice.
wow, yeah.
Keep
It's
stirring.
getting really nice and thick
Keep
now.
stirring. I'm taking my Mahi Mahi and reintroducing it to the pan with that sauce. Yeah. And I just want to take a little and just kind of pour over the sauce a little bit there.
That looks so good.
Oh, so good. Another final touch, more Mediterranean flavor. This is feta cheese, guys. And I just want to sprinkle some feta cheese on top of the fish. You can take off the fire now. My final little touch is just a little bit of lemon juice just over there. And I want you to go and have a seat now. And
Okay.
Let me plate up for you.
This is the fun part
This
here.
is the fun part. So you have this wonderful cream sauce that Johanna Chakre created. So the piano girl will not only play piano now, she is going to do lemon cream sauce with a Mediterranean kick. I have some of this wonderful sauce that I just want to get at the base of this plate.
It looks so good.
Final touch. Just a little bit of shadow benny love. There's nothing like shadow benny love, you know. Joanna, thank you, taste.
I am so excited. Joe.
Joanna.
That is good. I'm loving the sauce on it.
You're getting the Mediterranean kind of flavors coming through, celebrating that Arabic Syrian community that is so vibrant in Trinidad and Tobago.
It's really good. It goes really well with the Mahi Mahi.
Really Mahi Mahi.
Yeah.
Thanking the folks at Ocean Delight for making it possible. It's about seafood this summer. Whole array of different types of seafood and we using Mahi Mahi today. But with this dish, guys, you can use salmon, you can use snapper, you can use different types of fish, and just kind of create a lovely sauce. Once you have that lovely base of that sauce, any type of seafood will go well with it.
And it wasn't that difficult to make this sauce.
You did it. I just added the ingredients.
Well, I mean, I was just stirring. I was like a lot of stirring.
You did a good job stirring. Johanna is coming back, guys. We're putting a wrap on it. We're getting you to sit down, chat with her, and she may have another little piano playing to do when she comes back. Share a scoop with Creamery Novelties Ice Cream. Share a scoop with me.
I can't wait.
Sharing a scoop, courtesy the folks at Creamery Novelties Ice Cream, with the Piano Girl. I keep saying the Piano Girl,
yes,
but it's
actually
not.
It's D.
It's D.
Like
the letter D.
Yeah, the letter D.
I'm just trying to be all proper and say the.
I appreciate it.
The Piano Girl.
I appreciate
but
it.
But the Piano Girl Johanna was born literally a few years ago. The Piano Girl.
Yes.
Because Johanna Chokri, the pianist, always existed from the time you were born. How long have you been playing the piano?
Definitely over 20 years.
Right.
Yeah, maybe closer to 30. I started off really, really young.
Playing the piano?
Yes, playing the piano. My older sister would play,
right.
And I just kind of like followed along. Mom and dad sent us to piano lessons, and we were fortunate enough to have a piano at home. And growing up in Woodbrook as well, it was sort of like the center of a lot of music and a lot of culture, a lot of steel pans, close to Phase 2 Pan Groove. We would, play little things that we hear and that type of thing. So, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a journey.
20 years of playing the pan, learning to play the pan, playing the piano, becoming an accomplished pianist. And then the Piano Girl was born.
Yes.
How was the Piano Girl?
Yes. So I prior to being the Piano Girl, I was working in the energy sector.
Right.
I worked in engineering, and then in human resources.
Wow.
It's definitely been we're talking about unconventional career path. In 2018, the company I was working for actually closed.
Wow.
And I, at the same time, coming into 2019, I did the Savannah Grass piano cover in the Savannah.
I remember that. That was actually the first time that I saw you and I said, hey.
Right.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I would have done a few soca piano covers, Ultimate Rejects was a full extreme.
Right, full
I actually
extreme.
played an army fete with them, like it was an introduction.
Right.
But the Savannah Grass cover, that one got very popular. And so leading it, on from that, I started doing a lot of solo performance work. And the Piano Girl brand was born from coming out of that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So doing solo work, literally just probably what, 3 years now? Probably 4 years?
I would say doing solo work in front of audiences.
Right.
But I've always played on my own.
Right,
I've always played on my own, but definitely putting myself forward as a piano soloist. That's only been a few years.
Right.
Yes.
You like ice cream, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Let's not let our ice cream melt, because this is some good vanilla ice cream.
And we have some toppings going on as well.
And we did, basically, we took some strawberries and blueberries, mixed it together, and created a nice little syrup.
I like that.
We added a little vodka, if you don't mind.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, I do not mind.
And this vanilla ice cream, would you believe it? From Creamy Novelties, no sugar added.
Wow, really?
So we can have another one.
We can also do cheers.
We could cheers to
All
that.
right,
We could cheers to that. We could cheers to that.
It's really good.
It's good. Outside of the piano, I remember when your younger brother. Johan,
yes, younger
he's
brother.
He's younger. He's playing big man, but he's younger than you.
Johan is younger.
He's younger. He told me a story on the show when he was here that you actually taught him how to play the pan.
That's true.
So you play the pan. You play the pan as well.
I do. I play a little bit of pan. I mean, piano is really my strength.
Yeah. So you would have been in the pan yard also, vibing as well, and grew up in the pan yard as well.
Definitely, always listening.
Yeah.
I love to listen to the arrangements of the music. I never played in any of the pan yards. I played pan in school, but not in the pan yards. But for me, the experience was more of listening to how the different instruments work together and the parts that they played. A lot of times when I play piano, I'm playing the parts of different instruments, which is why it's so full. It's like like I use the whole range of the keyboard. So I'm playing like the different parts. And that for me is very satisfying. So I think that's why I'm drawn to that instrument.
You did not really see yourself as a performer, because the Piano Girl is really when I said you started to perform in front of audiences.
Yeah, so
is it that you didn't know all these years? You said, listen, I just cool playing my piano.
What I really loved to do was arrange and compose.
Right, so kind of behind the scenes kind of thing.
But then I was like, well, who going to play this arrangement? Who going to play this composition? Well, it'd have to be me. And now I have people coming to me and ask me, well, can we play this? Do you have the notes for this? Because we want to play your arrangement or you. So I think that's how it started for me.
Music in the Caribbean, music in Trinidad and Tobago, and as a musician, where would you like to see yourself? Because as I said, you've made some big decisions in your life, and I know people, especially people like you yourself, who into corporate and had their life going a particular direction, and then take this crazy jump into the unknown.
Yeah. That's also a good question.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like I am still along some type of journey.
Yeah.
I don't know where it ends, but I mean, does it ever end really? But I know that I have to keep being true to myself, if that makes sense to you. To express myself, to do what I love, what brings me joy, and what hopefully brings other people joy as well. I also started teaching as well, so I have like some private students, and passing on knowledge is also something that brings me a lot of joy. You know, I'm passionate about people's development. I'm always like evolving, so to speak.
You play one note at a time.
One note at a time.
And it will take you in the direction that you need to go.
Yeah, I had a little virtual show during the pandemic called Keys to Life. Keys to Life. And that, it didn't come from me. It didn't come from me. It came from one of the journalists when they did an article on me. They came up with the title Keys to Life. But I like that a lot.
Yeah, brilliant. I want to wish you all the best, my dear.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing your music with us.
The ice cream is melting.
Cheers, my darling.
Cheers.
All the very, very best. Let's continue to have our no sugar added,
sugar-free
vanilla ice cream.
Good stuff.
And Johanna will close off with another piece for us, just to take us out with some more music from her beautiful instruments. Johanna Chuckery, the Piano Girl in the house. We continue to share and celebrate fun, food, and friends right here on Cup of Joe.